of Defence Angus Campbell will remain in the top job for a further 2 years after the government extended his term, citing the need to smoothly fill defence gaps. Australia's submarine program is at the centre of those capability concerns. With Peter Dutton concerned, Labor is crab-walking away from the AUKUS nuclear program.
The government extending the tenure of several Australian military leaders amid concerns of ongoing capability challenges within the Defence Force.
The former government was big on rhetoric, it was appalling on action, and it let the nation drift. And as a result, a range of key procurements are behind time. And we'll be talking more about that in the coming weeks. But, you know, particularly, and the really big challenge is in respect of delivering the next generation of submarines.
Defence Minister Richard Marles confirming several promotions and extended terms in the Army, Navy and Air Force. But Liberal leader Peter Dutton says he was never advised of a capability gap while serving as Defence Minister under Scott Morrison. He is concerned the new government could be planning to pivot away from the AUKUS nuclear subs deal.
The advice from the Chief of Navy and the Chief of the Defence Force to me when I was the Defence Minister was that we don't have that gap because we have a life of type extension for the Collins-class submarines, and the thought that Richard Marles could design a new Collins-class submarine with a new vertical launch system or a new weapon system and have that boat in the water by 2030 is a complete absurdity. And I think he's preparing the ground to walk away from the nuclear submarine program, which I think would be a travesty.
On his first visit to Adelaide since becoming party leader, Peter Dutton said he hopes Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visits Ukraine on his European tour to the NATO summit in Madrid. The Liberal leader says success in Spain would be striking a deal for more support for the Ukrainian people.
I'm really more interested in the success for the Ukrainian people, and I want to see NATO take concrete action and for our government to support concrete action that will see the Russian war in the Ukraine stop and allow those kids to go to school and to go to shopping centres without the threat of these attacks. And I think that's the most important outcome for NATO.
He also agreed with the PM's assessment that Russia's invasion of Ukraine was a strategic failure. Joel Phillips, Sky News, Adelaide.